Alright everyone, it is now time for Showbiz Theater, and as usual we have our film expert Jason in the studio.
Hello, HYE-JIN.
Yes, hello Jason, how are you?
I'm good. Got a bit of a croaky voice, got a bit of a cold because it's so cold out there.
It is.
Otherwise, I'm feeling fantastic.
Make sure you stay warm during this season.
Yeah, and indeed our viewers too. It's very chilly.
Now Jason, I actually heard through the grapevine that we have a very special movie to talk about today.
Yeah, this movie, it's been received very well following its press screening here in Seoul. And it's a very endearing, very humorous film.
It's created quite some buzz, so why don't you introduce it for our listeners, viewers today?
Indeed, HYE-JIN. Without further ado, today we're going to be talking about Miss Granny starring Shim-Eun-kyung and Nam-Eun. Oh Ma-soon is a 70-year-old grandmother who swears a lot and enjoys spending time boasting about her son. One day she learns a shocking truth that her family wants to send her off to a nursing home. She was wandering around at night with a troubled heart, and then Ma-soon is drawn by a mysterious light to a photo studio named Youth Photo Studio. She puts on makeup for the first time and takes a portrait photo, which will be used at her funeral. On the way home, she is shocked by a reflection on the bus window. From a wrinkled and old grandmother, she has become young with a porcelain-like complexion and a slim figure like actress Audrey Hepburn. No one recognizes her, and thus she becomes 20-year-old Audrey and is set to enjoy her prime once again.
Now, Jason, I'm sure you will agree with me, but this movie, Miss Granny, the movie we're talking about today, is creating quite some buzz here in Korea.
Yes, following the press screening, like we discussed earlier, there was a lot of buzz talking about the film and some of the performances.
Yeah.
And I think it will go on to continue to become quite popular.
So tell us, what is it about? It's about a grandmother who, goes into the skin of a young person?
Yeah, she's a rather brazen old lady, but then she becomes a 20-year-old woman. And what makes this interesting is because in Korea, age plays such a big part in culture. And this comes together quite well in the film, as you have this grandmother essentially in a 20-year-old's body.
Yeah.
And so this all comes into play.
So tell us, who are the main actresses here in this production?
We've got Nam-Eun, who plays, who plays the
grandmother.
And then we have Shim-Eun-kyung, who plays the young 20-year-old.
Yeah.
And so you have this interesting mix of actresses, a veteran actress and a relatively new actress.
I guess a huge A gap, of course. And I did some research and I actually found out that Nam-Eun, she actually won the Best Supporting Actress award, but she was the oldest person to win this award. And Shim-Eun-kyung was actually the youngest person to win that same award.
It's great casting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think the director and the producers have done a great part in getting these two actresses together. And I think the chemistry, the on-screen chemistry, is really, really tangible, it's electric, and it's rather funny at times.
Sure, definitely. Now, we are going to talk to the actresses, and we actually had the chance to interview them.
How cool is that? How cool is that?
All right, everyone, so let's go find out how Nam-Eun felt about her role in this movie, Miss Granny.
우선 이 수상한 그녀는 저에게 굉장히 큰 선물입니다. 이렇게 큰 선물을 받아서 좋고요. 제가 연기 생활하면서 이렇게 많이 맞아보고 정말 그때 또 마침 장마가 걸려서 그런지 한 달은 머리가 아파서 내가 이 일을 계속 할 수 있을까 그랬는데 낳기는 났어요. 지난번에 이제 그 부족한 부분을 녹음을 했는데 나한테서 안 봤던 얼굴이 많이 나와서 우선 제가 만족스럽고요. 우리 황 감독님 또 그 카메라 감독님 김 감독님 모두 정말 일을 아주 완벽하게들 하셔서 하는 동안 너무 행복했습니다.
Now we have Shim-Eun-kyung on the other hand,
Yeah.
who plays the 20-year-old in terms of her physical appearances, but inside she's a grandmother. And I have to say she gives a fantastic performance in showing off those kind of emotions and some of the expressions that a grandmother would say.
Not always easy, I'm sure, to play that kind of role.
Not easy at all, but
Yes.
she does it with some ease.
Perfectly, right? So we got to interview her. Let's go find out what she thought about her role in this movie. This is Shim-Eun-kyung.
처음에는 이제 시나리오를 읽고 70대 할머니의 그런 정신을 가진 처녀 역을 해야 된다는 어떤 약간 부담감이 많이 느껴져가지고 고민을 많이 했었는데, 근데 보니까 제 나름대로 어떤 그런 할머니적인 모습이 좀 많이 있더라고요.
어떤 모습이요?
할머니 같은 어떤 걸음걸이나 좀 말투 같은 게 뭐 좀 평상시에도 약간 둘이 캐릭터 같이 말을 하는 습관이 좀 있어요. 그런 점에 있어서 좀 저하고 비슷한 점도 많고 또 이번 영화를 통해서 제가 또 많이 이 캐릭터를 통해서 배울 점이 많겠다 생각이 들어서 하게 됐습니다.
Now, Jason, in the movie Miss Granny, the two actresses have a perfect chemistry because they have
Perfect.
to. They have
Absolutely
to. They're
great
playing the same
chemistry.
role.
Yeah, and I think it could have fallen apart.
Yeah.
So often these films don't do very well because there's no chemistry there. But they have great chemistry. That you have Namini, who has a lot of experience in the
Sure.
industry. She plays this grandmother. She's able to use that experience. But at the same time, there's something new about her role because she's playing a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
And then you have the 20-year-old
Played by Shim-Eun-gyung.
Shim-Eun-gyung, who is absolutely marvelous at playing the old granny. It's a remarkable transition.
Now let's talk about her. Shim-Eun-gyung, she actually debuted as a child actress and she later solidified, I guess, her skills and became an adult actress. What are her famous productions?
Well, Sunny, I would say, is the most famous film. That was the film that really put her in the limelight.
Sunny.
Sunny made over 7 million admissions. A marvelous film. And what's great about her is the kind of a theatrics, the way she's able to use her acting skills, but to scintillate
Her facial expressions?
Yeah, her facial expressions. You see that a lot in Sunny. You see that here too.
Yeah.
Just a great actress, and she works so well with Namini as well.
That's right. She was actually saying that she was looking forward to this role because she was going to learn a lot from this production as well.
Yeah, and I think when you act with such an actress like Namini, you're in kind of awe. She's been in the industry so long. She's incredibly experienced.
Yeah. Let's talk about her, Namuni. I mean, she in an interview, she actually mentioned the fact that she was happy to play this role for Miss Granny because basically the role she was playing was the same age as she was.
Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect fit for her. And whenever she plays these roles, she always delivers the good.
And Namuni was also mentioning the fact that she was also delighted to work with Shim-Eun-gyung and also praised Shim-Eun-gyung for her acting skills.
Yeah, and you can see that. Shim-Eun-gyung is a great actress. She's young, obviously, a lot younger than Namini, but she's incredibly talented. And so I'm sure when Shim-Eun-gyung is Namini's age, she'll be a veteran actress, been in the industry a long time, having appeared in so many movies and, of course, dramas.
So I guess we'll look forward to the chemistry between these two beautiful and talented actresses in the movie Miss Granny.
Indeed.
Now, Jason, along with all the top-notch actors we mentioned and we talked about, we also have some very interesting cameo appearances.
Many interesting. This is a bit of genius, I think, getting all these cameos to work together.
Yeah.
And we have a very interesting photographer in this movie, known as Jang-MIN, from the director of his previous film, The Crucible or Silence. And so that's just one cameo agent. We have another one. We have the entertainer Yoo Se-yoon as well, from the group UV.
That's right.
And we also have another huge cameo at the end, but I won't give it away.
No spoilers,
I won't
please.
give it away.
No.
So,
But a huge star.
just goes to show how much respect this project has because they all want to be on board.
Okay, well, thank you very much for all your details here today.
Anytime.
All right, everyone, if you want to participate, make sure you check out our Facebook page. You can leave us your comments, what you think. If you have any movies, films that you would like us to mention or talk about, feel free, let us know. And we'll see Jason again very soon.
See you next week.
너 또 경찰서 갔다 왔다며 인마! 우리 호정 씨가 좋아하는 법에 따른 월이자 49%. 괜찮겠어요?
눈앞이 아른거리고 자꾸 생각나.
돈 갚아.
갚을 테니까 다시는 찾아오지 마.
넌 내가 사랑한다는 게 아무렇지도 않냐?